Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collard for YouTube, Resident _of Collard for BitChute, and I'm here to do two videos. My first video is Jason Lives, the conclusion of the Tommy Jarvis trilogy. You know, this is amazing to me. You have one character played by three different actors, and they all did a great job. None of I can't. Tommy Jarvis reminds me of a character I'm very familiar with, Sam Spade. Sam Spade, who was a detective, was played by many different actors. And that's Tommy Jarvis in many ways. Sam Spade was very popular, very charismatic. But with Tommy is Tommy now is Tommy Sam Spade? No. But what I mean is you have three different actors and they all play Tommy very, very well. And Tommy is many different things. Tommy is a creator. He creates masks. Tommy can fix things. Tommy is torn up inside by the loss of his mother. He's forever haunted by Jason. And that is shown especially not only in part 5, but part 6 as well. Jason Lives, though it is a conclusion, it is for Tommy in every way. They're tying the previous Tommy, right here into this. And I love this. I think Tommy Jarvis is, from a protagonist standpoint, is the best protagonist ever in the Friday the 13th franchise history. Bar none. There's no beating Tommy Jarvis. And I think it's just, they never, from every other character standpoint, they've never invested this much in a protagonist from a Friday the 13th standpoint. They've only ever did maybe one movie with the protagonist, and then boom, they were done. I mean, they did Alice in 1. Alice dies in the beginning of 2. So they've never really, to me, invested in a character quite like Tommy. And then when they do, it pays off. This is what I mean when I say, if you invest in a character, it'll work. And Tommy's my example of that. Tommy, when they took the time and invested in a protagonist, and you want proof that a male protagonist works? Tommy Jarvis. For anybody saying a male protagonist cannot work in horror, Friday the 13th proves that wrong in every way, shape, and form. Tommy Jarvis in Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Tommy Jarvis in Friday the 13th, part 5, A New Beginning. Tommy Jarvis and Jason Lives. Three characters, three different actors played one character, and it worked. It worked. There wasn't, that's another beautiful part about this. I love the fact that Tommy is this male protagonist, and they do so many things with him that make you feel sorry for him. They make you, then in part 5, they make you feel sorry for him, but they put doubt in your mind that maybe he's a murderer, but turns out he's not. Now, and once you realize that, you feel sorry for him again. Part 6 is, has Tommy Jarvis lost his mind? I don't think Tommy lost his mind. Tommy cannot let it go. Tommy cannot let what Jason did go. And that's been through final chapter, part 5, and part 6. Tommy could not let it go. He couldn't let it rest. And he wanted to make sure Jason was going to rest for the rest of his life. He wanted to make sure that Jason would never take anyone else's mother away from them. And that's the one thing I take most away from Jason Lives as well. When Tommy goes to that cemetery and accidentally wakes Jason up by sticking the metal rod in him and then the lightning hits, well, he didn't mean to do that, but he caused Jason to come back to life. What a story, what a movie. I like the fact that the cops in this movie aren't like the cops in part 5. And they shouldn't be. This isn't Pinehurst. This is Camp Forest Green, which is Camp Crystal Lake. I love that they changed the name and they tried to move on. That's another interesting part of this. Friday the 13th, part 6, they've seemingly moved on from Jason, or they're trying to move on from Jason. And really, is that a shock considering, what you've seen in the franchise? I think what I would have loved to see in Jason Lives, and I'm not trying to nitpick, is honestly everybody willing to try to move on? Everyone's aware of the legend of Jason and what Jason did. And what I would say to that is they did do some of this with his daughter and her friends. They were sort of like, they were aware of Jason. They were talking about him. But to her dad, it's like, no one wants to hear about that shit anymore. And it's like, I'm thinking when he said that, I'm thinking, well, does nobody want to hear about that? Or do you not want to hear about that? And my takeaway from that is, he didn't want to hear about that. In all honesty, I don't blame him. I actually like the sheriff. My favorite cop in horror is the sheriff from Friday the 13th, part 6, Jason Lives. And people might say, well, he's a dick. Not really. He's a father who does not believe Jason came back to life, and he shouldn't. Why should he believe in the supernatural or something supernatural occurred here? He's not willing to believe in myth and legend. He wants to believe in cold, hard facts. And that's something I love about the character. That's basically what a cop and a detective should do, is believe in cold, hard facts. That brings the noir to this story. And that's something I love about it as well. I love the interaction between the actors, Tommy Jarvis, and the sheriff, Tom Mathis. I forget the guy who played the sheriff. And I love the character, so I'm sorry about that. But again, you have a male protagonist in Tommy. He gets thrown in prison. He almost gets his head blown off going in the door. But when he gets thrown in prison, the sheriff goes, I'm sorry what happened to your folks, but nobody wants to remember that around here. And again, Jason's going to make him remember. The cops in this story, they believe Tommy's doing the murders. And again, this time, you know better. You know that it's not Tommy. You know it's Jason. Jason has come back. CJ Graham, beautiful, beautiful job as Jason. Beautiful. I mean, I love the knife throwing. I love this presentation of Jason. I wish CJ Graham would have came back after this. I think he did a beautiful job. I'm not taking anything away from Kane Hodder. I know that's the Jason we all grew up with. Don't get me wrong. But CJ Graham, to me, does not get enough credit for his portrayal as Jason. I just love this. This sort of feels like Bond Jason in many ways. I love how the opening was Bond in many ways. This feels like Bond Jason. The way he kills in this movie, it's gruesome, yet it's sexy, right? It is in many ways. It's gruesome, but it's sexy gruesome. It's not disgusting gruesome. So he kills the paintball players. He kills the camp counselors when I love how the woman's handing him the credit card. Take it, take it. Dude, this movie is fun from start to finish. I mean, pure, unadulterated fun. You will have so much fun watching it and just viewing it. And what's my grade? 10. 4, 5, and 6 are perfect 10s. A trilogy built around a protagonist. And especially in today's world where everything is woke movement, this is the biggest middle finger you can give the woke movement. And it is a beautiful middle finger in these 3 movies, and especially Jason Lives as well, where you go see a protagonist, a male protagonist, can work. And it damn sure does. If you build it the right way, it works. And think about it this way. Friday the 13th is a franchise that is mainly built around female protagonists. Yet, who do I remember most? The male protagonist, Tommy Jarvis. Tommy Jarvis. Taking nothing away from the woman who came before him, taking nothing away from Alice or any of them. I just feel Tommy was so well built up throughout this franchise. I still wonder what Tommy Jarvis is doing. Has Tommy ever really gotten over? Probably not. But I don't think he has now. The ending of this movie is beautiful. I love the interaction between the sheriff's daughter and Tommy Jarvis as well. The actors and actresses are amazing in this movie. The characters are great. I have no complaint about this movie, other than I wish we would have got, other than the camp counselors' interaction of them talking about Jason, I'm talking about people who actually lived in town as well. I wish we would have got a little bit of that. But again, there was so much other things going on in this movie. We did get the camp counselors' interaction of Jason, which was they had talked about the legend of Jason. So we got a little bit of that, but not a lot. But we did get a lot of other things. We got some noir with the cops. They thought it was Tommy. We got a lot of action. We got romance. We got drama. We got death. Everything is in this movie, and it tells a beautiful, beautiful story. Jason Lives is 1000% perfect. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.